Alright. Hello everyone. It's me, fake Kaine here. We're going to be doing some lore just randomly, and so I want to record this just in case, also to help me get into characters. So yeah, we're going to be doing this a little bit here, and we will see where it leads. But anyways, right, here we go. Gonna hop in to the server, and we'll sort things out as we get there. Okay. Let's see here. Things hopefully fine. Some mashed potatoes. Go about our business. Okay. Doing Sabrina around early. What is she doing? She's being so sneaky. Okay. Let's see. Got those. Right. Let's see. You gonna talk to me or what? Okay, well, I've got business to attend to, so Reina's gonna be a bit more reticent to speak, then we'll just have to figure things out as it is. Okay. I know that today I'm supposed to start my first day of working on the job, so I guess we'll just have to sort things out from there, but I really can't think of anything else to do, so I guess for now I'll just let Reina handle herself and we'll just take care of business on our own. Oh, hello piglins. Please don't enter. We don't need you in here right now. Don't mind. You're just gonna come in and do it yourself, aren't you? Nope, they're stuck in the door. That's fine. Come on. You two out there. Alright, let's close it up. Y'all are going way too crazy. Okay, hold on. Let's fix this up real quick. Okay. Back of these lovely creatures and just finalize things. Alright, y'all. Get yourselves somewhere else. Oh, that's fine. This is what to do for now. Clear out these guys and we should be all good to go. Alright. Come on. So close. So far away. It's fine. Which doesn't cause anything. It is Rosilla. She seems to be lurking around, but she's not saying hello, which is very strange. Wonder why she's not talking to me. Well, doesn't really matter all that much anyway right now, does it? Nope. Not really. Alright. Pick these up and be on our merry way, I suppose. Alright. Well, let's see. Oh, looks like the library's gotten a bit more work done on it. Oh, and then some. There's a big tree here. Wonder when this got added in. Interesting choice. Okay. Table's still here as it was before. Anything else? Not much, really. The library looks like it's been slowly worked on, but nothing too drastic. Reina's blacksmith's looking fine. Nothing too fussy. She's at least not going to talk to me. I can at least message her. Going to gather a few resources. Anything you want me to keep my eyes peeled for? Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going alone. Please stay safe. Well, you didn't seem interested in talking with me, so I'm just sticking around the area. Okay, let's see here. So, if that's the case, then let's just figure out where we want to go next. Okay. No need to make our way to the castle soon, but at least for the time being, we can try and gather some more resources of any kind, if we can find them. Also still need the matter of finding a good place for me and Reina to build our house, but I don't think we decided anything yet. At least for now, we can... Just some basic things. I was trying to get you to grow and worry about the library for your company. I'm more than happy to come along. No, I wouldn't want to disturb you. I'll start my first day of work soon anyway. Let yourself relax. Excuse me. Aha! You are not a person. You are a little thing. Alright. Well, let's see. So you're coming... Oh, excuse me. Are you skulls? Interesting. Yep. Little spirits, somehow. Parading about. Oh, now she wants to talk to me. Let's see how it is. Give me a moment then, dear sister. Okay. Let's make our way around and over. I do need to do some resource gathering, though. I would like to get some more Sinesite for Reina. Just haven't had time. Been very busy as of late. Ah, there it is. Talk to Reina about it.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Take those ones.
Okay. Totems of Undying. Where'd you get these?
Well, there was a little. I was awake earlier than I anticipated, and I saw one of the little goblin traders, and they were trading 2 netherite ingots for one of those. And I've heard really good things about those. So I got each of us 2. The other 2 are back at the house, but I figured I'd just give you the 2 I had on me.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Hopefully I shouldn't need to die while sitting in an office.
Never know. You are in the castle.
You're not wrong. Well, it's a good thing that you want to speak with me now, because I was just summoned by Lady Lorynthia, so I'll be making my way there now, I suppose.
Have a good day at work, I suppose.
Thank you. I appreciate it. If you need anything, do not hesitate to ask. I will immediately come running.
I'll come bring you food. Don't worry.
Should be fine, but thank you.
I'll show up and throw steak at you.
I appreciate it. Love you very much.
Love you too.
Right, we will talk more soon then.
Go do work things. Go make money.
Okay, I will do what I can. Alright. I just let my sister know I am on my way now. Seems Rixaris is here as well. Not entirely sure what I want to do. See, this today she wants to meet in your office. Alright, well, I'm making my way there now.
Oh.
Hello.
Where's your shirt?
This is my usual attire.
I see.
How professional of you.
Well, I'm coming as I am, so I'm wearing this.
Well, as long as you do your job properly, you could wear nothing for all I care.
Good to note.
I don't... I would not prefer that, though. Just as a warning.
Don't worry, I'm not that ridiculous.
Okay. Well, if we step into your office...
Most certainly.
Oh. Looks like you've already made yourself at home here.
Had no reason not to. Reina was eager to see my office, so I figured I might as well take some liberties. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. Your sister visited?
Yes. She wanted to see where I was going to be working.
Oh. Did she sign the visitor log?
Is it something she needs to do when she comes here?
Yes, in the future I would prefer that, just so I know who's coming in and out.
I see. Am I also supposed to sign in when I check in?
No, you're supposed to be here.
Understood. I'll remember that for next time then.
Well, I have drafted up a contract. I would like for you to look it over, see if everything sounds fair. I added an addendum for the thing we talked about of you wanting to leave whenever you saw fit.
Okay. I will give it a read over then and let you know if I see anything that seems out of place.
Yeah. I think this is much more spacious than your office.
I believe you are correct.
These are the Master of Coin, oversees the kingdom's wealth, managing the Therian treasury from your office in the fortress, ensuring resources such as gold, emeralds, potassium, other valuables are seen fit by your crown are properly accounted for, stored and safeguarded. Submit written requests to High Lady Lorynthia for additional funding detailing the amount required and the purpose for its use. Our trade markets regulate trade within the kingdom, ensuring fair pricing, preventing market manipulation or exploitation. Resolve disputes between merchants and guilds to maintain economic stability within the realm. Collect taxes and tithes, ensure timely, accurate collection of tax from citizens and the merchants, maintain detailed records of tax payments, tithes received, and all trades made by the crown, including those made with you as its representative. Fund royal projects, allocate resources for kingdom expansion, public works, royal events, and other crown-appointed initiatives. Ensure funds are distributed efficiently in alignment with High Lady's directives. Supply the military and knights.
Well, while I have you here and while you're also listening in, I was thinking of celebrating this new era. Perhaps with a ball? What are
Okay.
your
Fortress,
thoughts?
Your Radiance.
Yes.
These walls have not been opened for more than 100 years. Is that quite wise?
I am very well aware of that. I think to show the citizens of the Nether and the other kingdoms that we will change, we have to do something with that change. And a ball that is supervised and, smaller, I think could be a good step forward.
Of course, Your Radiance. I will simply require time to ensure the knights are well armed and armored.
Yes. And?
Well, I've read the documentation and I only have a few questions.
Go ahead.
Well, you stipulate a lot about things that are required of the Master Coin, which makes sense. However, in the documentation, there is no sense of any resources that are allocated to be able to fund the enforcement of collecting taxes and doing things. I'm simply saying that within this document, there is no security from the royalty to indicate whether or not I will have the means of which to acquire these taxes at any given point. It simply says I must collect them, does not say how. Do you have any preferences in how you would like that to be enforced? By myself? By the knights? What sort of fashion do you mean for that?
If I am required, I will do as you command.
I would prefer that all trades go through you. You will essentially be the Nether Kingdom's bank.
Okay.
I would prefer that you do things yourself, but if you think someone has not paid, then I would suggest bringing a knight along, but I would prefer that you do it. And for funding, Rexaris, if you could give it to him. That should hopefully be enough for now, but if you require additional funding, please just let myself know, and I will get you whatever you need.
Okay, that's more than fine then. I assume, is this the money to go to the treasury immediately for said purposes, or is this money that I am free to allocate as I wish?
For all intents and purposes, Devereaux, you are the treasury.
Okay. Then under that stipulation, that means that any money that must go to the crown must at some point come through me, if I'm hearing you correctly. Obviously, I'd plan to keep my personal finances separate from that of the crown's, but that was another question I was going to bring up. I don't know exactly where you tend to keep your wealth and treasures, but this safe here is very superficial. Anyone can enter it without a key. It serves no actual practical purpose. And so, I would want to know whether or not it would be in my duties to make sure that I'm creating a space for such funds. A vault, if I may put it in a better way.
Yes, you will be given a vault. I mean this with the most respect. I do not know you.
I'm well aware.
I am taking a chance, if you call it. We will have something for you to tuck things away in that we will have access to, or at least I will have access to. And that will be how we store that money until you have earned my trust fully.
I understand. Then I will be more than happy to do my part in ensuring that that money stays where it needs to. But I wanted to make sure I asked because it wasn't included in the documentation. And those are things that I think are very important to consider when it comes to logistics. Otherwise, I didn't see any other particular pieces that seemed weird. If it is indeed the case for myself to enforce all of these things, then I should hopefully not need the services of Rexaris in the first place. But
Rexaris.
Either way, I'm more than happy to do what I can to enforce everything that you've stipulated in this document.
Lovely. You definitely do not need to use his services.
But if I wanted to, I am more than welcome to acquire his help for any duties that may be needed.
Yes, you could call upon him, that or another night if he is busy.
Perfect. Then perhaps I may need your services at some point or another, if I may call you when I need to.
If he is not busy.
I will do as my High Lady commands. Always.
Well, she has commanded in this case that you are to service me when needed, so I think that fits quite well within your prerogatives. Alright, well, I have no other qualms about this. Do I need to read the oath before I sign?
You need to recite the oath before you sign.
Well, I don't exactly have it memorized, so I'd prefer to read it while I recite it.
Yes.
Thank you. Right. I, Kaine Devereaux, do solemnly swear to uphold the financial integrity of the Nether Kingdom. I pledge to manage the Crown's resources with honesty, diligence, and fairness. I will safeguard the royal treasury, ensure just taxation, and facilitate trade for the prosperity of the realm. I vow to serve the High Lady and the people of the Nether with unwavering loyalty, and to record all transactions with accuracy and transparency. By the light of the first flame, I accept this duty and swear to fulfill it to the best of my ability.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I've signed the document. You can see my
Thank
name in
you.
writing. I also will say that once we've finished with that, I would like to keep a copy of this contract for my own personal documents.
Yes, I was going to say the same. Rexar, oh, I think he's already grabbing another book.
Your Radiance.
Thank you. Perfect. I will keep the original. You may have a copy. Here you are.
Thank you.
Of course. I will let you know when we have made your treasury, and I will give you the information to get there.
Understood. So then, until then, do I have any duties that you have that you would like me to fulfill?
Well, I would like for the kingdom to start helping with the rebuilding of the city. I would like some local businesses to be able to start blossoming again. I want reasons for other people from the kingdoms to come visit us. You know, it's just... we need to help the people first.
I agree. And quite fortunately for you, I think the people themselves have already been making a good effort toward this. They've all been working hard to rebuild their own businesses and homes after the war, so I think it'll be simply a matter of giving them funding with which they can use to be able to make these changes. Shouldn't be hard to convince them otherwise.
Well, great. If you run into anything, let myself or Rexaris know, and I guess that is it.
Of course.
If I
Now-
must, if I might, Your High Lady, I have one thing for you, Kaine.
All right, what is it?
As a member of the court, you must stay alive. Do you understand?
I wasn't planning on dying, but I hear what you mean.
The people need leaders right now. That's all I mean.
Well, I will take the gift and appreciate it for what it is. I can add it to my collection I have recently acquired.
Well then, I will be off.
Thank you, High Lady.
Of course.
Seems that was a simple matter, nothing too absurd. They both are so very trusting, and not in a... I'm not planning anything malicious. I have no reason to try and pull out anything underneath their eyes, but despite the fact that they talk about wanting to have security and trust, they both so readily had me step in here, not even knowing I'd been here at least twice before. This is going to be an interesting time teaching them how to deal with things. And that Rexaris isn't... He's not entirely trusting, which is good, but he certainly serves directly at Lady Lorinthia's beck and call. He did even bat a second eye when I attempted to prod him a little bit further. Well, having a shulker box is nice. That'll be quite useful. All this gold will also be a very valuable commodity. I do want to put these somewhere safer than inside of this place. It's not very handy. I know Rexaris had a ender chest, but I don't have any silk touch on me, so it's not going to make it very easy. We'll simply have to find a better place, and I think with what we know, certainly can hide it where we know we can, but it's going to be difficult otherwise. In the meantime, don't exactly know where I plan to put this. I just don't want it here. People might think this castle is safe, but I know for certain that it certainly is not. So, meantime, I think I'll need to hold on to this as best I can. Well, alright. If this is the case then we need to prepare things now. We don't exactly have any good resources to work with, though we may have an Eye of Ender back at home. That might be the next step of matters to take care of. If that's the case, then we will... let me message Reina. Do we have any Eyes of Ender? I would prefer to keep some things in an Ender chest until the Princess High Lady comes up with better security. That Rixaris is doing his own thing. Rixaris. I do want to get his name right in my head. I call him that just to try and see how he reacts, but... the fact that he is in an office right across from mine. Every single day, I will get to look at the face of my enemy. That's all. We can use blaze powder to handle the rest. Okay, well, I'm gonna make my way over now. Certainly doesn't hurt. Well, making my way will be no problem. Sit back to the capital city for now. I'm here.
Oh, you're already right here.
I figured I'd come by and describe it myself. It'd be easier.
Well, I had it all. There's blaze rods, there's ender pearls.
Thank you.
How's it going so far?
Well, it got off to a simple enough start. I had to sign a name and a contract.
Ah.
I do have a copy of it, though, if you wish to read it later in your free time.
Yes, please.
But,
Good.
it's interesting. I was face to face with Rixaris for probably 5 minutes. He's very,
And you're both still alive. So proud.
I don't like someone who sits at the lap of somebody else and just mews at their feet.
Is that essentially what he's doing with Lorynthia?
Very much so. Feels very much like he's kissing up to her in some way. Every single time she says something, immediately he's like, "Oh, my high radiance, my lovely lady." And it's,
Oh.
I don't like someone who doesn't seem confident enough in himself to be able to act on his own desires.
Maybe it is a good thing you're also in the court, because you'll definitely say that's a terrible idea.
Oh, most certainly. I also am a bit worried. She did seem very keen on... She plans to make a vault.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll obviously know where it is. She had this very weird clause of saying, "I don't know you. I'm taking a chance." And she, I don't think, knows the fact that I am probably one of the most qualified people in this kingdom to hold this position, as much as I despise it.
You did learn quite a bit from Dad.
I did. I mean, I had my own business that we were running for a decent amount of time until the war really hit the capital, and...
What age would you say we even, started that?
Started that? Well, I mean, it was a few years after I got out of the mines at the very least, so...
18? Somewhere around there?
Not that far. Only 29.
I mean, you're just old.
I'm not 18 years old. You think I started a business when I was 11?
Maybe.
I know. No, I was not that far.
Would not remember much.
You would have been what, 3?
You're
I did not
probably
start a business
just
when you were 3.
tiny little toddler.
No, I just... Anyway,
This tall.
no,
Oh.
you. Anyways, it's very interesting to me that she doesn't even seem to be interested in taking the time to get to know me. She just put me in this position and hoped for the best.
That's a little concerning. I mean, obviously, I trust you, so I think it was a good decision on her end.
Well, but you
But
trust me more than anybody.
I
so.
also know you, exactly. Yeah. She doesn't know you, and she's giving you access to the kingdom's financials.
Mm-hmm. And,
How could this possibly go wrong for her?
honestly, there are many ways this could possibly go wrong for her. If I knew she didn't know as much as she did, I might have been a little bit more hesitant. I mean, I wasn't really exactly eager to take this on either, but I am very, very intrigued how this is all going to pan out.
Somehow, that's for sure.
Yes. But, anyways, it was very funny. Rexaris attempted to, well, he didn't attempt, he did. He gave me a totem of undying as well.
What?
And I proceeded to tell him to his face that I'd be happy to add it to my collection.
I'm glad I gave it to you beforehand, then.
That was actually very convenient timing. It gave me more ammunition to use against him.
You should stock up on totems, though. If you're able, I know you hate charity, but if it keeps you alive, it's worth it.
I haven't had any problems with it yet.
Not yet, but you're also directly in the line of fire now.
That is very true. I'm happy to have it, but the only problem is that every single second I have this in my hand, it just feels like I'm showing weakness.
It's not weakness. It's called being smart.
Yes, by showing
You want
my
me to
hand...
not ever hold mine?
No, I'm simply saying that when you... Another lesson to learn is that when you are face to face with your enemy, you don't show them your entire hand. You show them enough of your hand to make them think that you've shown them everything. If
Exactly.
I'm always
Let him
having a totem of...
think that you're... Let him think you're reliant on it. You're not. We both know you're not.
No, but it just...
I know.
is
But it
ridiculous
makes
to
me feel better. You have a second chance if something were to happen. And nothing can happen to you.
You don't have to worry about that. Nothing will happen to me.
Better not.
At any rate, I'm going to make my way back to the
Yeah.
fortress,
back to
as
work.
it's called, and...
Has
And
she
then
given
from
you any
there-
trouble about your appearance yet?
Oh, the first thing they said when I walked in through that door was... Well, actually, no, it was Rexaris who said, "Where is your shirt?" And I told him, this is how I
I guess
wear.
he's staring.
I just... What did they think? I was going to wear that outfit every day? There's no dress code requirements for this position, so...
Ooh, that's true.
Even...
You wear
I
what you
will
want.
say, Lady Lorynthia did say that if it didn't impede my job, I could go to work every day wearing absolutely nothing. And as if I did my
gosh.
job, then I, you know,
Nope.
she had no reason to
I
say
refuse
anything.
to let you leave the house.
I wasn't planning to wear absolutely nothing.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was a very funny image. And you know what? Perhaps at some point, if it does really bother Rexaris this much, I may just have to see how far I can get away with.
Not being professional. You should borrow the onesie from Roinar at some
Oh,
point.
I'm not worried
I think
about
that
that
would
part.
be funny.
Be interesting, but I've got a few other ideas
Boy.
up my sleeve.
You two are gonna be at each other's throats, or at least you're at his.
Oh, he wouldn't even dare. He's a dog that has all bark and no bite.
Woof woof, I guess.
You should take a lesson from the Wolfkins.
At least they can howl.
That's true. He just sits there and says, "Oh, High Lady, my most high radiance."
Okay,
Anyways,
well,
I should
go
stop.
back to work.
Yes, I'll be back later.
Yeah, I'll see you around. Back to
Sounds
the
good.
library I go.
Have fun. Don't get in too much trouble.
Love you.
All right. Well, now we've sorted that all out. Seems the man is continuing to do more training. What an interesting choice. But either way, we've got this settled now. Well, if that's going to be the case, then I might as well... I didn't make a crafting table, did I? I did not have the intelligence to grab that in advance. I really wish that Renner left his. You know what? It's fine. I'll just go a bit further out, and I'll return back here in a moment. Let's go to another fortress. There's surely plenty more wood where this all came from. I'll just grab some warped things and be on my merry way. Excuse me, sir. I'm not keen on taking lessons from you. Alright. Well, if that's the case, we'll just go down here. Grab some tree wood. Once we've done that, we should make a crafting table, and then everything else will be more than where it needs to be. This is a bit of a thicker tree. I don't know if I'll have enough in this axe. Oh, there we go. We had just enough. Perfect. Okay. I will... Nether warp blocks I'm not terribly keen on wanting to keep, so I'm just going to dispose of these. Everything else is far more important to me. Okay. Take that. Alright, there we go. Shroom light. Okay, let's go back to fortress. Right. You know, if he's standing there, I wonder if she spends all day hanging out inside of her walls. Not very used to being elsewhere, is she? Well, alright, let's take care of business. So, we've got ourselves some wood. Let's get ourselves a crafting table made. Something simple. I'm not really worried about this showing off anywhere, so we'll just put it somewhere here, I guess, for now. Alright, so we have that. We just need to get ourselves some blaze powder. Get ourselves an eye vendor. Actually, I'll make two. That way we can have one inside the house as well. I think Reina will do that. The obsidian we have. This, 2 ender chests. In this case, I'll put it here. That way it's not in the way of anything. Put the golden emeralds in there for now. I do have this now, which means I can use it to facilitate trades. I shall need some documentation to be able to requisite trades for other people. Let's have to see how that goes. Okay, well, if that's the case then I suppose I'll grab these real quick. We'll need to bring this back with us. There's no reason for us not to. The crafting table there. Everything else will just be part of the inventory. Having a shulker box is going to be quite handy indeed as well. I wonder if there's a way I can put this somewhere that's not so obvious. I don't like that it's so visible. It feels ridiculous to me. But at any rate, that'll simply have to do for now. Your way through. I'd ask him exactly what he plans to do every time, but I have no reason to actually ask him right now, at least. We'll see if he catches up by the time I need to go. Probably not. It's got no spine. Let's see here. If I go this way, it should be more than fine as it is. But up here. Peekaboo.
Oh my goodness gracious, you scared me.
You're welcome. I just decided to bring back a few resources I didn't need to keep in my inventory once I finished making the Eyes of Ender.
Hey, where's our bucket?
Where's the bucket? I must still have it. I probably took it out of the furnace when we were using it before.
I have things to smelt and you're not around.
Well, yes, that's very fair. One thing we should think about at some point, and I'm mentioning this to you because you might be able to remind me later, is getting something that can silk touch for that bookcase in the back.
Yes.
I think it'd be very handy.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Just
We
because
have
we
to
want things
figure out
around.
how to do that. So
Also,
many things to do.
do you have a place
Yes.
that you would like to have an ender chest inside of our current house, or should I save it for now because I know we're planning to move soon?
Save it for now.
Okay, then I will hold on to it in case of emergencies, but I have an ender chest now inside my office if you have a need for a more private storage.
I'll just show up and put pig stuff in there so you can't ever get rid of it.
That was what I was planning on that being used for. I prefer you use it for something maybe more important than something like that.
Yeah, I will. I would.
We have a lot of other things that require more security than pig step.
Like the laws of the Nether under Lady Azaria.
I mean, I guess, but hopefully that'd be something you just keep in the library.
Once I have a library, I will.
Yes, that's fair. Oh, by the way, if you have time, you're
Yes.
welcome to read this now, or at least take a skim,
Ooh.
since we're already here.
That's right. Oh, this is so 15 pages.
It's actually a pretty light read, all things considered. I've seen worse.
I see.
This goes in here. Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
I did get a shulker box, by the way, too, which I thought was quite interesting.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
It'd be quite handy. Oh,
That would be.
we have mail.
From who?
It's from
And
the
to
High
who?
Lady. Doesn't say whom. It
Open it.
just has packages. Ah, there's 8 nether rubies.
Oh.
And a totem of undying with a message that says Nether Strong, High Lady Lorynthia Helrin. I wonder if this might be for you.
It might be for me. Since they already gave you one. Now we both have 3.
I see. And the nether
Well-
rubies, I suppose, are also the same thing?
I guess that's what our armor's made out of.
See. Well,
Yes.
I guess that works out
Tell
for
her I
us
said
then.
thank you if you see her.
Oh, if I do. I don't know if I've even seen her leave the castle yet, but I also haven't been watching her entrances and exits.
Like you have Rexaris. Have you called him Rexaris yet?
Oh, I called it to him at least twice today.
I'm
He
so
immediately corrected me. I hope he realizes I'm doing it on purpus. But if he
Oh,
thinks
he
I'm doing
has
it an
to.
accident, then I
Then
suppose
he
it's his own
proud. Thinks
choice.
you're dumb.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see. Okay, well that's all settled then. Okay. It's hard. There's not much to do in my office without books and needs to do legal things, but I guess I probably should
Gross.
work on making that soon enough. We can do that with
If you-
plenty of nether
I was gonna
reads, I
say.
believe.
Yeah. They make paper, and we have some paper in the miscellaneous chest.
And then for books, we also need leather, right? Or a form of it.
Yes.
We also can do it with
Which-
canvas or straw.
Leather is relatively easy to get with the piglins and stuff, right? Don't they drop that sometimes?
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
It's not that easy.
Ink is our hardest thing.
Right.
I talked to Kyron about it, and Kyron thinks maybe they have a contact in the overworld to help get ink, but they'll check next time.
Let's see. Something to keep in mind, but not ideal. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I probably should acquire a book and quill and then leave it there. I just don't have any at the moment.
I could erase my diary.
No, you are not going to erase your diary. That's for you to use. I'll just find a way to get a book and quill somehow. I know there were a few empty books in the castle, so perhaps I'll go raid one of the areas around there.
That could work.
I think that'll work. All right.
Yeah.
I will leave you to it again.
Every time.
Well, you know, I'm checking in at least.
I'm glad you are. Bye bye.
Of course. Bye. All right. Well, then, if that's the case, then we shall continue. See if I can be resourceful. Library is this way. I know there were some books this way, but I don't know if there's many more elsewhere. Certainly doesn't hurt to check, and as long as I avoid Rexaris, I have no reason to worry. Let's see here. Don't see him anywhere, so we should be a-okay. Right. Looking for blank books is all. Nothing too fancy, just enough that we can get by. Don't know if there's a minute left. A lot of the books that were originally here were all written. Extra. Need extra. Where were the books I found that were empty? Was it in here? I thought so. Yeah, there's also actual tomes in here, so don't want to write over anything that actually has importance. See, this is a book. 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 Seems to be normal. For now. Using the other areas of the library. Xeris's room. I don't really have the means to try and figure that out. Let's take our time. I don't have any means. I can try my best. Having no books and quills will make this much more difficult to figure out my affairs. For the time being, then we will just do what we can. Might be something we can do about all this, but I think for now, things will just have to be pretty simple. Time for us to get to a long day of work.